This video is just to show you what we completed in our nonfiction unit for the culminating activity. I asked the kids to choose a topic of choice and to lecture on that topic using lecture format and also a video. This is an example of a student who chose to do her topic on the crisis in Syria. This was the first slide of her lecture. And then she began by explaining her personal appeal and her emotional appeal because she is from Syria. This is a look at her infographic and how she used her infographic throughout her lecture to bring the audience back to the numbers and back to the information that she wanted. The video is a little difficult to understand, but I hope you enjoy it.
Several countries are involved, such as the U.S. Obama has allied with not only Syrian rebels, but with other countries such as Saudi Arabia and Iraq. So they can go against not only ISIS, but try and help the Syrian people as well. And there's actually allies of Bashar al-Assad. Russia and China have provided the government with weapons. And not only that, but they've tried to cover up the whole issue with the chemical weapons so Bashar can stay in the regime. You can see on the infographic that there's two different flags. That's because when the revolution started, before it became a civil war,
I really found that using the lecture format was really successful. It gave the students a new skill, it had them connect to the audience on a different level, and it made them really look eye to eye with their classmates and make sure that they were paying attention to what they had to say. The video we used for rhetorical appeal, and it turned out really well. I'm going to give you some examples in just a second. But as you can see from some of the still pictures, the students really are connecting on a personal level with their audience, which was really important for me. Here are a few examples of the videos.
It started with really intensive training with our pattern recognition system. And what the pattern recognition system is a advanced algorithm that really looks at high density electrode arrays on the chest muscles, which we've reinnervated, that looks at the almost signature symphony of muscle activity information, and we take that information and translate that to actual movements within a prosthetic.
While the socket got its finishing touches, the team took the next step and had Les work with the virtual reality system that mimics the actual prosthetic arms.
Relax. Let's do some elbow up. Good. Relax.
A couple days later, the socket was back, and the arms were attached. Les and the team were about to make history.
Once the training sessions were complete and they released me and let me be the computer, basically, to control that arm, I just go into a whole different world.
This unique opportunity of interfacing with the end user, utilizing our technology, provides valuable feedback to the team. Feedback that will assist this DARPA-developed technology in helping wounded warriors and others to regain the 27 degrees of freedom possessed by the human arm.
Today, and building on the measures we announced 2 weeks ago, the United States is imposing new sanctions in key sectors of the Russian economy: energy, arms, and finance.
Oil prices slumped to a 5-year low today, with US briefly breaching the symbolic $50.
Ruble sank to 79 to the dollar. A few months ago, it was 35. That's a collapse mode now.
The Russian economy is now in collapse, and we do not say that.
So now I just want to show you a few more still pictures of them engaging the audience, using Doceri to control their PowerPoint and also their video, making sure that they work the room. They're in different locations of the room throughout their presentation, and that they are connecting with their audience, both personally and professionally. And as you can see, the videos really captivated the interest of the audience because it was a video, so they automatically became connected to what it had to say. These are a few slides of a PowerPoint that a student incorporated that connects right to his video. And he did a different type of video where he still spliced the information from a video that he found, but then he chose to do a voiceover on the video, which I thought was extremely creative.
Curiosity is a car-sized robotic rover exploring Mars as part of NASA's Mars Science Laboratory mission, also known as MSL. The rover landed on November 2011 and has been roaming the Martian surface for approximately 880 days. Curiosity has picked up an organic source found on the surface of Mars, which is what scientists are hypothesizing whether this means there has been past life forms that have been there. There could be two reasons for the presence of methane on the planet. One could be biological and the other could be geological. If it's geological, then the methane could be stored underground in clathrates, which you can see in this picture. Overall, I feel that if there could be a way to live on Mars as a human, it would be very cool to experience that.
By using the Chromebooks in class, we were able to really create a collaboration in the classroom. Students were helping students at all times. If someone had a strength in video, if someone had a strength on the infographics, if someone really understood how to use Google Drive a little bit more and insert comments when they were annotating their articles, it was really a lively classroom. Even though they were working on their own topic, it became a learning experience for everyone. But ultimately, to end the video, I wanted to share with you a few of the students' opinions of the project. And believe it or not, it's extremely candid. I asked them to go sit at my computer and do a voiceover. And so at the end of the day, I got to find out a little bit more about what they thought.
For this nonfiction project, I chose to base my project on algae biofuels. I chose this topic because it was on TV and made me want to research more about it. I both liked and disliked this non-fiction project. I liked that it was a challenge and that I had an audience to teach. I disliked it because it was hard to speak in front of my peers and that I had the pressure of not messing up. Overall, I mainly liked the project, although it was a new, challenging experience.
For our non-fiction lecture project, I chose to talk about the documentary Blackfish. There were some things I loved about the lecture project, and then there was a few things I wasn't so excited about. One pro of this project was the choice to pick our own topic. I despise projects where we have to lecture about something that I'm not interested in, but I do think we needed more than one night to choose a topic.
I chose to do my project on the topic of brutality towards police officers. I chose this topic because I heard about it on the news, and it greatly interests me. Parts of this project I enjoyed, other parts not so much. I enjoyed talking about my topic to the class because I believed strongly about it. However, I did not enjoy the technological aspect. I very much struggled with the making of the short movie and do not thrive when it comes to computers.
I did my project on the Russian sanction of 2014. Overall, I found this project very interesting and very really educational. What I like about this project is that it gives us opportunity to express our creativity in our project, and it gives us more confidence in the future of presentation. What I don't like about this project is that I did a hot topic, so I found it very hard to catch up to the update news, because as we know, news are updated every day and every hour. So I found it very hard to find the information that I needed.